We have made our way to the mountains to the beautiful town of SAPA, Vietnam. We arrived yesterday on a 6-hour sleeper bus from Hanoi, and honestly, I'm really getting over those sleeper buses because, I don't know, Steph and I, we are quite tall, and our legs simply don't really fit. No, we just have our knees bent the whole time pretty much, and not much sleeping happening, but
Yeah, it's definitely not much sleeping, but it's all right. Look, we're here now.
Yeah.
You know, when we got here yesterday, we were in for a bit of a shock. It's a lot colder than I originally thought.
Yeah.
You know, we aren't really dressed, or we didn't really bring enough clothes for any coldness, really, did we? You know, we've been going through Southeast Asia, Thailand, you know, Cambodia, now Vietnam, and because we're in quite north of Vietnam at the moment, here in Sapa, it's a lot colder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh, but it makes sense because we're up in the mountains, and I know it does snow here in some parts of the year, but yeah, we're definitely not. Everyone's wearing like jackets, pants, and Clint's wearing a t-shirt and shorts.
You've got
I've
leggings.
got pants at least, but yeah, I've got only t-shirts really. We're kind of laughing this morning because our hotel receptionist, he was wearing like a turtleneck, like a really thick turtleneck and like a jacket, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're just not prepared for Sapa clothing wise, but we'll survive.
We'll be right. So what I want to do now is I want to go and get a scooter so we can go exploring.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things that I want to go check out. I want to go check out a couple of the villages, and you mentioned a waterfall that you want to go see.
We've got some waterfalls here that look pretty interesting, so we'll go maybe check that out, and there's some really cool viewpoints around Sapa as well that we might go have a look at as well. So.
Yeah, just on our first glance here, there's a lot of restaurants that look pretty cool. They're 3 stories, so we might go check out one of those later on as well, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's go grab a scooter.
Do you speak? Bigger one.
I know man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.
We just made it to Cat Cat village, and it only cost us 90,000 dong to enter the village. It's actually nowhere near as far as I thought it was. It only took us about 5-10 minutes on the scooter to get down here. We've got Sapa, which is actually on the top of the mountain, and Cat Cat village is just down below. So what we're going to do is we just crossed the bridge to head over, and I don't know about you, but the bridge was bouncing as we were heading over.
You could only have a maximum of 8 people on the bridge, which makes me a little bit nervous. It was pretty, bouncy.
Then we had the scooters going across as well, and it was bouncing, so I was like, oh. But what we're going to do now is we're going to try and explore this little village, because it's really, really cool. It's right at the bottom. It's got this nice little river that flows through, so we're going to go down to the bottom and check it out.
chicken, fried chicken. Okay.
Yeah.
Great,
okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
Sticky rice.
Sticky rice.
Perfect.
Okay.
Put it in. Great, thank you very much. Thanks, my man. Thank you.
We're just sat down to have some lunch, and we found this great little restaurant that overlooks the river that goes through the village here. And I reckon this village is really, really cool. If you're in Sapa, definitely check it out. Even if you're in Vietnam, make sure you trek up north and check this place out, because it is really, really cool. When you're walking through, it's almost like you're going through the set of a movie. Don't you think?
Yeah, you kind of get it's definitely a traditional feel.
Yeah.
It is a village where the Hmong people live. So you can see a lot of people wearing the traditional clothing. I think you can actually rent clothing as well, the traditional clothing to wear through the village. But it's pretty interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got a great view here and a really, really beautiful waterfall at the end of the river as well. So it's pretty interesting here.
Yeah, I like it. It's got a great little cool vibe. After we finish this lunch, I think we'll head back up to Sapa.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to the hills that we're going to have to walk back up. It was very steep getting down
Yeah,
here,
it really was.
so
We should be alright.
I'm dreading it. But anyway, it's going to be fun.
We still want to find that waterfall.
Yeah, we might go looking for one of the waterfalls here as well. I think there's two main ones, so we'll go try and visit those.
Yeah. Oh man, we just got to this waterfall, and what an absolute eventful trip it was to get here. First of all, it was so cold. I felt like, you know the movie Dumb and Dumber?
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, it felt like Dumb and Dumber, and I had Steph on the back.
Me like directing him.
It was honestly, it was horrendous.
It was funny though.
It was so cold, my hands were, for me to actually undo my hands from the steering wheel, they were like frozen stiff. Alright, but we got here.
It was beautiful though. It was the scenic route that we took from Cat Cat Village. It was about 35 minutes. And it was
eventful.
It was the back roads. We saw a lot of buffalo, little
million stray
villages.
dogs.
Yeah.
At one point we almost tipped over. Another point we had to go through this it's kind of like a small creek.
A creek, yeah.
So
anyways, it was very eventful, and we're at the waterfall now. That's the main thing.
This waterfall better be good.
I know.
I think it's only a couple of minutes walk, so we're just gonna head there now, and it better be good. Oh man, I think we're about halfway. Those steps are tiring. Great view though. Okay, so this waterfall actually was worth the crazy trip
it was for us to get here.
And all those stairs that we just did.
A lot of stairs, but look, it is a beautiful waterfall.
Yeah.
It's a really, really nice one.
Yeah.
One thing about this though, it's probably the longest waterfall I've seen.
Yeah, it goes up for ages, really, really long. And I think we're here on a pretty good day as well. Like, it is still a little bit cloudy, but we've got some like really nice views out from the waterfall. It's really, really nice. Worth visiting, I think. This one's called Silver Waterfall, and there is another one actually close by here called Love Waterfall, which is really pretty. I'm not sure if we'll have time for that one, but two really great waterfalls to check out in SAPA.
Yeah, so we're gonna head back to SAPA now.
Yeah, back down all those stairs.
And then another half an hour trip back, which I'm really not looking forward to. It's getting colder and colder. My fingers are gonna freeze, but
It's been
got to be done.
It's been worth it.
Yeah, it's been good. So yeah, we're gonna get back to SAPA, probably get some dinner.
Yeah.
Until tonight.
Yeah. Just sat down for dinner at a little restaurant called Ladybird, and this place has really, really good reviews, and the food has just come out, and honestly, the food looks really, really tasty. Yeah, it looks good, it looks hot, which is what we're after, a hot meal.
And we're really hungry. We're really hungry. We've been doing a lot today. We've been on the scooter, we've been exploring all day, we've been going up and down stairs, both at Cat Village and at the waterfall.
Yeah.
I'm still absolutely freezing. My hands are still defrosting. You know, that ride on the way back from the waterfall was even worse on the way there. I'm not even joking. But look, we've got dinner now, and I was just saying to Steph, I'm a big fan of SAPA because it reminds me of a little town in Canada called Whistler.
Yeah.
Because it's got that crisp coolness in the air. You know, you're amongst all the mountains, you know, even the architecture slightly, or some of the architecture here reminds me of it slightly.
Yeah.
And it's got that, I don't know, it's got a cool vibe here. I'm a big fan. What about you?
I agree. I think it's similar to Queenstown in New Zealand, is what I was comparing with, because I haven't been to Canada. Just like a little mountain town where it snows occasionally. Yeah, it's a really cool little town, definitely worth visiting.
Yeah. Look, our food's gonna get hot. We gotta eat.
Or cold.
Or cold. Or cold.
We're gonna eat.
We're gonna eat. So we're finished up with SAPA and we've absolutely loved our time here. It's a unique place.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. If you're in Vietnam, make sure it's a hands down, you're going to come here.
Yeah, it has to be on your list of places to visit if you've got the time, I think.
Yeah. Now, our visa is finishing in the next couple of days. So we are leaving Vietnam, but we're not leaving Asia. So remember, if you like these videos, remember to subscribe. See you next time.